Now, we all had different childhoods as most kids decided to pursue a hobby or they were focused on how they can spend their days outside. But there were some people, like me, who were just obsessed with video games and just enjoying things on YouTube. Now, I know this is usually different from my other videos, but I just wanted to talk about my childhood and growing up so y'all can understand why I became the fine young gentleman I am today. I mainly want to go through different YouTubers in different sections because I have no other idea how to structure a video like this. So yeah, let's start this video off with. Now, of course, if you've ever had the displeasure of having to watch my old YouTube videos whenever I was in middle school, then you would understand that plush channels were such a big inspiration to me back then. Obviously, I have to talk about SML, literally one of the funniest channels back then before YouTube killed them, and he did that one prank on his girlfriend.
What the is wrong with you?
Look, she's just a friend.
I remember back then I went to my friend's house and he showed me a video titled Jeffy's Bad Word, and it didn't age well.
Apologize right now. Black lives matter.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's just swearing the whole video, but like it's still pretty bad, and I remember laughing so hard with my friend watching the video until his family came in. Keep in mind, Jeffy is saying it over and over. Little kid me was freaking out, but in the end I was still laughing so much, and I know of course I was too young, but it really made me feel at peace. As in peace as you could be with this kind of stuff, huh? Now, of course, I love Jeffy, but I wasn't one of those kids who we have today who are actually weird. I personally love Junior and his friends, like the Playtime videos or the Ken ones where he broke in half, or even the ones where Cody gets mad at not being a character in the video games. I'm sorry, I'm getting so nostalgic for Shrek pooping on the couch or in the whole bathroom.
Mario! Dear God!
Yeah, little kid me was dying at that, and I know I was definitely insufferable as a kid because of how dumb my humor was. I remember I would get so excited with my friends when a new video was posted, and the next day at school we would talk about the video like it was some huge thing revealed on the news. That's how it would be from like 5th to 7th or 8th grade. I don't want to say 6th. But we were just obsessed with laughing with SML. It was definitely something me and my friends connected with before all the YouTube conflicts. I was so obsessed with SML, and I always wanted to be like him. He was my hero when making plush videos, and I just thought about how amazing his story of being a regular kid and turning into a huge YouTube icon was amazing. Now, I think he's chill making some funny things, but as some bad things have happened, like all the drama with them, I still have respect for them. Even if that Mario movie never really came out, you know, like, I kind of waited a while somehow. You can't do this to me. Alright, now let's talk about a real plus channel. He was my total hero. Now, for those of you who didn't live in a cave like I did, who search up Mario Plus channels and hoping to get some sort of Mario X Peach or anything that didn't look like it was being recorded on with the 3DS, Ninchan is another plush YouTuber who would not only make Mario content, but Splatoon! Not only that, he would chip Mario and Marie. Boy oh boy, was middle school me just obsessed with something that didn't make sense. Unlike SML, Ninchan's videos would actually have a storyline. I mean, if you count trying to poop out a ring to be a good storyline. I mean, some of Ninchan's videos have story.
Huh? Mario?
There was a storyline that was kind of going on in art called the Calamari Saga, and it was basically their own version of Splatoon, but like with Mario and Luigi and them investigating where Callie is. Also, Marie was there with them, and it was just the three of them trying to find Callie, but like, I don't even know where to put this. This is going off script completely, but like this scene in one of the videos, it felt me with so much like hope and determination. I can't explain why.
No, you fool!
Like I don't even know what, like it just felt so empowered, even though I was just like a little kid and I was sitting in my room watching YouTube about to go make like the cruddiest like plush video ever.
Oh Jesus! It's a ghost toast.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Maybe we should go ask SpongeBob on your bed sheets.
Oh yeah, SpongeBob. What should we do?
Kill yourself.
But to me, it just felt so peaceful, and for some reason, with the characters, they just felt so alive to me back then. I loved the dumb humor in the videos, and I loved the shit for some reason. It just felt natural to me, mainly because they were just two dorky characters, and I really loved that about them too. Oh, Luigi and Callie are also a thing in this too. I don't blame her.
Holy Christ. I just want to
Holy Christ, there's nothing left.
After a while, their posts would take a lot longer to be posted, and it would be every blue moon that we actually got content, until Ninchan posted a video about how they didn't really want to make that content anymore, which is understandable. He was a lot younger when making those videos, not to mention he said that he was very overwhelmed with the massive amount of writing, and in the end he just lost his passion for the characters, which of course is sad, but I just wanted to see him happy, and it was really nice to hear him again. He has such a pleasant voice.
Boy, I can't wait to see Ninchan's newest video! Oh, his content's been so good lately! Mario's Anime Madness 3 will release anytime now!
And his humor is just everything that made me enjoy watching him. He even made new content with Miku, Rem, and Korin, which was definitely different, but it was still Ninchan, and in the end, from what I would assume is college, because he doesn't really post on YouTube anymore, and I really did try finding his Twitter, but I really couldn't find anything, because I know he had a Twitter, but I guess he deleted that as well. Same for Discord, I would assume, and just, I've been really trying to get an interview, but sadly, in some array of lights, I would hope that he is able to watch this video, and I would love to say that you really meant a lot to me as a kid, Ninchan, and I'm so grateful for your videos. And shoot, I forgot we gotta talk about other people. Alright, now another smallish kind of channel, a channel called... Now this is a baller pick, as these guys, instead of using typical Mario plushes, these guys use Club Penguin and Pikmin plushes. These guys were awesome. Compared to usual plush videos with storyline, which they did and they were hilarious, they also did vlogs with their Penguin plushes. Some for Christmas, and then another one for whenever they were moving. It was so amazing watching these three brothers just having fun together with these stuffed animals. It wasn't like those forced family videos where they sound so scripted. These were just brothers really having fun. I remember I would just get so excited to see the vlog videos because of how comforting they were. Just them literally moving and talking about stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just at a loss of words for how amazing these guys were. Not only that, they would make movies and it would be just them acting the whole entire thing through, and it was so amazing. Just seeing all of their dynamics, and it just went so well together, and it really felt like a family. Pikmin at the beach, the roommate, a Toad video, and even Kermit's fake identity, not to even mention the vlogs with the penguins, like the one where they're moving, like I'd said, and then the other ones whenever they would just go for Christmas shopping. That was so amazing just watching it, and it was really just seeing the time of the era, like seeing all the amiibos. It's just crazy. And as all good things must come to an end, the brothers became more busy as they grew up, and even if they don't make videos anymore, it's still a beautiful relic to come back to and admire the amount of fun and nostalgia this family gave me. And if you're watching this, Super Warino Bros, I love you. You're the reason I made a horrible Disney vlog video whenever I was a kid. Yes, I really did that, and I thought I would be popular, but no, in reality, people made fun of me, and I don't blame them. Alright, now a sort of speedrun with literally just two plush YouTubers, but the Super Plushy Bros was a YouTuber who made a lot of Mario plush content, and he had a lot of funny videos that I adored. I don't know why, but this sound effect that he would use a lot is just engraved into my brain.
Look at me! I can fly!
And I really loved his content as a kid. I wouldn't watch a lot, but the videos that I liked were Captain Toad and the Baby Mario one are always in the back of my head, and sadly they quit due to a lot going on in their personal life, but of course they're still an amazing person wherever they go. And finally, we have the last YouTuber, Super Zach Bros 123, and he quite literally had 1.65k subscribers. I mean, hey, better than me, but he was just so funny to me. And he's another one of those small YouTubers that just stick in the back of my head, like the Mario Love Potion video where there's just this guy called Naked Man. Yes, that's his name.
Sure thing, Red Man. Naked Man!
Don't question it, he's a scientist and he can do whatever he wants. He gives Mario a potion to make Peach fall in love with him, and yeah, as weird as it sounds like with that premise, obviously, like in this world, Mario is just kind of like a loser, and Peach just hates him, and I don't even remember why. I thought it was so funny that he's just so desperate, and he's like, I need a love potion, and then he goes up to Naked Man, and then like for some reason a Yoshi just dies.
Oh God, oh no. Oh. Oh. That is not okay. Oh no. Well, I did warn him he would die. Naked man.
That and his other videos where he would show him playing a Mario game and acting like Mario gets sucked into the game, which was always an amazing concept to me, and I loved him for that, and he will go down as another amazing plush YouTuber. Super Zach Bros really proves to me that even if they did have like a small following and they didn't really post a lot, they still like were able to make a very big impression on little kid me, and I really appreciate wherever they are, and I really hope that they're doing well. And that's the segment for the plush YouTubers. Sorry if I didn't get to all of them, and sorry I couldn't find this one plush video of Mario and Woody making out. I have been searching this for like 30 minutes. Oh wait, never mind, I just found it. I said sorry in the script because I didn't think I was gonna find it again, but at least we can also end on a good note that there's no bad plush YouTubers. Oh yeah, let's just move on. Okay, now for... I kind of want to do a quick overview and then focus on the last two, since I would probably be saying the same stuff repeatedly. So first off, we got Dashy Games.
That fucking bird that I hate.
That fucking bird that I hate. That fucking bird that I hate.
That fucking bird that I hate.
I literally loved watching Dashy growing up, and I would literally be crying from how funny his Mario Maker videos were, the beef he had with Donkey Kong. And just the amount of cut clips he had because of how many times he was screaming, not even including the moments with Satan and he's like,
Let me start the door, Dashy.
I remember whenever COVID had hit, there was like a moment with me and my friends. It was probably like 5 or 6 in the morning. And we were telling them, you should do Dashy's intro. It's like, whoa, come back, dude, soup. And yeah, so basically we would tell him to do that, and it was like 5 in the morning and he was like screaming it. And then I think his mom got mad at us because this was also like, we were like maybe 8th grade or freshman year, and that was like the funniest thing whenever that happened, and it's just something that really stuck with me, especially considering us from Dashy. He was just someone that I would always love watching for Mario content, and he would go down as one of the funniest YouTubers for Mario Maker. Next up is Markiplier. Now, of course, you know who he is, one of the most iconic YouTubers, and has done so many things for YouTube, and is basically a pioneer for both YouTube and FNAF as a whole. Now, as much as I praise Mark, I didn't watch every video, I'm sorry, but I still watched a hefty amount of videos, of course. My literal first videos with Markiplier was at my friend's house, and she asked me if I knew Markiplier, and of course my dumb baby brain watching what was at the time peak brain rot, I didn't know, and she showed me his gameplay of the park. Yeah, that was that really bad horror game. Yeah, that scared me a little bit as a kid, but I was just so enamored. I felt like Walter from the Muppets whenever he discovered the Muppets. I found them. From there on, I watched Markiplier with things like Yandere Simulator,
You hang up that computer call, come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth.
Happy Wheels, and of course the FNAF series with
Purple Gang!
which I will say made me terrified of the dark, knowing that I had 2 options at night, which were to absolutely poop my pants like Shrek, or getting brutally murdered. I think you know which option I took. I also love the dumb animations he would have. I would watch those ones because at least the animatronics would be stupid with that one. Not to mention the Yandere Simulator animations. I don't know why, but I thought that was the funniest animations ever. Right on there, right next to the freaking FNAF ones, obviously. But honestly, I'm just so nostalgic for these. I'm sorry. Also, I don't know if this is TMI, but like whenever Markiplier reacted to the fan video where they all like showed their gratitude and everything, I cried right there with him. I wasn't even the one getting the subscribers, what the heck. Of course, you can't forget Markiplier without the man himself, Jacksepticeye. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I only watched 3 things with him. That's Happy Wheels, his All The Way music video, and that one frog game. And you can either take it or leave it. Like, I love Jacksepticeye with his animations, but like, I don't know, something about him seemed too smart and educated for my SML-driven brain. But I still loved him. Now let me show you a real guy I used to watch. Now, for those of you who don't know Jameski, he's a YouTuber who would do several Gmod, VR chat, Roblox, and but you'll mainly know him from his iconic VR chat videos. At the time, I still really wasn't into social media for weird stuff, so my only form of knowing what was going on through memes was YouTube. And let me tell you, when I saw this video, my life changed. I was laughing so hysterically seeing the amazing world of VR chat before it became a dating simulator. I thought it would have been all so real just putting on the headset. I genuinely believe that it would have been like Ready Player One. However, that talk will be for another day, but Jamesky was someone who really made me laugh and understand a lot more about what is possible for games. I would always be watching his VR chat videos, and they really had an impact on what I do today. Like, he's the main reason I got into VR in the first place. Unfortunately, YouTube just hates Jamesky and usually demonetizes his stuff, and it's really sad because he's one of my favorites, and he still posts of course, but he definitely deserves the best. Not only that, but with his sort of help showing me Uganda Knuckles, I became completely insufferable in middle school. Imagine a little kid version of me, just dumber, not thinking about stuff as much, and being really annoying. Oh man, that still sounds like me. But in art class, I would laugh hysterically with my friends about it, and I was so inspired that I made a painting, and it was like the meme dragon, I called it. It was a 3-headed dragon, but the heads were like Uganda Knuckles, Thomas the Train, and some other meme that was probably stupid from back then. And I showed that proudly, and I would be so confused why my art wasn't shown in an art museum.
I think he likes onions.
Hobo Bros. Holy cannoli, these guys are the real deal, and they mean so much to me, you do not understand. So before Hobo Bros, it was SMG4, which I'll talk about later, but these guys decided to make a channel based on playing games, and when I tell you I just watched their first video in awe, I couldn't look away. I was like Walter in the Muppets whenever he first saw the Muppets. And with that, little kid me was just stunned at seeing the sight of my hero. Academia. Playing games with his brother, it really comforted me and made me feel like someone I could relate to. I was so confused watching something so different from what they usually do with the stupid videos, but I just couldn't stop watching and laughing as if I was there. Then boom, they made a series about my favorite Mario game at the time, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I was so shocked, acting as if it was an indie game being played by gods. It meant a lot to me back then because of how amazing it was seeing other people's reactions to playing it, screaming, laughing, and just talking about dumb memes while playing through the game. I remember when they finally beat the game, I was just ecstatic about how much time was dedicated to playing these games and upload after upload, just admiring my heroes' academia. Then, the big boom happened. Now let me start this off by saying while I did love Hobo Bros, my brain at the time was like, no Mario, no watch. So I'd only watch the Mario series and things that were Mario related. Until one fateful day, Hobo Eater. This was basically improv videos where Luke would just have to make a story from the words his brother Kevin would give him, and all this would be done in Gmod. Another inspiration for me to do things like this.
Oh wait, hold on. God damn it! I'm a single lady! I'm a single lady! I'm a single lady!
Now this is a show you don't want to miss, being filled with dumb humor, and once again hearing both of them laugh. Some of my favorites consisted of Kermit's Date, Sonic's Vexy YouTube channel, The Untold Story of Fishy Boopkins, and the Bowser Family. Not to mention, they also did this long video where they're dressed as the Mario Brothers, and they have to go save one of their friends that's dressed as Peach, so they literally drive and mess around in Australia. And I was forgetting how these people could still go outside and have fun and not just sit behind a computer the whole time. All for the videos to finish with this amazing fight against Kevin and a bunch of martial artists, which this is a real place, by the way. Like, I thought maybe it was just a setup. No, they like literally fought in a dojo, and I was so surprised, even though now it sounds stupid, but back then, and I still am an idiot, I was just like, I'll go there one day and they'll ask them to be in my video and they'll all love me, even though it was in Australia, and then my dreams were shattered. Not only that, but I don't know where else to put this, but like whenever I was a kid, I had no thought process and would just announce who I was in their comments, like, please come to Texas, I love you Hobo Bros. Like, what? And without further ado, here's the Hobo Bros interview. Oh wait, I couldn't get it, I'm sorry. Now, for the last YouTuber, this was my first ever gaming YouTuber that I watched everything for. Thanos Gaming. Now I have a story for this one. So this was probably around sometime in elementary school, maybe like 5th or 4th grade. My older cousin was staying at the house for some time just to help my dad with some work. And one day I was just walking past him and hearing him laugh a bunch. And then I just looked and then he was like, "Do you want to watch something funny?" And then he pulled up the Vanoss School Gmod video.
On go, okay? 3, go.
All right, that was awesome, Vanoss. Thank you for bringing that in and showing.
And the rest was history. I remember laying on my bed with him, watching the video, having tears from how funny it was, watching all the characters fly around, shooting each other, and just laughing the whole time. Not only was it me laughing hysterically, but my cousin as well. And that's a moment I think about a lot just because I bonded a lot with my cousin when I only really hung out with a little bit of them, and so it's really a special experience for me. From there, we would watch several videos, mainly Gmod videos, which inspired my love for things that I do in Gmod today.
I think we're in the clear. Yeah, I loaded it, so now we can't move at all. Actually,
We would watch the bird video, the one where they cross the road as Kermit, the video where they're toys in Louie's room, or even the one where they're in the mall.
You fucking stupid asshole.
And the Halloween video was a total favorite of mine. It would just be day after day watching all of these different videos of this group of people just messing around on a video game I didn't even know about. I literally was just enjoying the time I was spending with my cousin. That did lead me to searching up stupid stuff like school roleplay Luigi, getting absolutely nothing. Dang, I was really dumb. I mean, you can probably tell by the YouTubers I've watched already and my experiences with them. Not only that, they would have animations whenever they would be playing games, and I would just binge watch it so much and would draw it in my sketchbooks just because I was so obsessed with these grown men whenever I was a little kid. I was obsessed with Vanoss so much, especially his design. I thought it was hilarious. I was actually so obsessed that I literally dressed up as him for Halloween one year. I can't find the image, but I literally begged my parents to buy me the Vanoss mask for the outfit, and I was just so happy being someone that I watched so much. I mean, it's probably better that I dressed up as Vanoss because I probably would have been bullied if I dressed up as Jeffy. Every single one of them had a lasting impression on me, and I thank all of them for the childhood memories that they gave me, and I love every single one of them. I think one of them would have liked me too whenever I was a kid. Now, when I tell you I had an obsession with this channel, I mean it. Yeah Life Productions was one of the first channels that I watched with actual storyline that wasn't just pure brain rot. If you had been on YouTube as long as me, then you definitely know this guy from their Gamers video, which is the first video I ever saw them, which I thought it was really amazing to see a YouTuber that was actually able to make a whole animation. Mainly because in my mind, it would be only people making TV shows, movies, and other big productions, and that's where a lot of my love for smaller creators came from, because of people like Yao Life that are small creators showing off their passion for drawing and animation, and it's what's always kept me coming back to their channel. Now, of course, it's not only the Gamers video I was obsessed with. Now, that would be Drawing Notes, the series he made. This is a small series about two people literally just drawing notes. I don't know what you expected. These two people are just cute and they're passing notes to each other. They slowly begin to fall in love with each other. I thought this was so cute. You don't understand, people. The third episode was My Infinity War, and while people were waiting a year to see what happened after the Avengers died, I waited a year just for one singular kiss and then it's over.
That's it?
Yeah Life would continue to go on and make other shorts, and even before the last chapter, he made a Q&A section for the Gamers characters with a whole new redesign and a girl who, I know what he does, but I can't prove it. Actually, no. I know what he does. I looked at his DeviantArt page. You don't understand that it meant the world to me. I would sell my soul for more content. It should have been Gamers and Passing Notes that had gone on Netflix and had 7 seasons and not Big Mouth. Then as the years went on, Yao Life would post less and less, mainly due to the lack of animators helping him, and it was the fact that it really was him only working on the videos, which I feel really bad about, because if he were to have more animators, then I could see him being still really popular. He still posts every now and then on DeviantArt. Yes, I went on DeviantArt. I had to figure out what happened to him. Also on Tumblr, but like I couldn't find anything and I got distracted. But from what I've seen, I think he's also taking commissions. I also can't lie, I was really afraid to ask for his interviews. Same for pretty much everyone, but like, he's my hero, okay? I just hope he's doing really great and still loving art, and as much as I would love to help him out, I don't think he needs my artistic talents. Although, whenever coming back to his old videos, I don't know, I think I'm starting to notice a little bit about his art style.
I know what you are!
Okay, for this next guy, I don't know if you would consider him animation, but I didn't know where to put him, but Pokemon Ranger Boy 12 had to go in this video. Okay, so the reason I didn't know where to put him though, is just because his whole entire channel is just vines, ASDF videos, and several other meme audios in the background with Pokemon characters. It's like the character vines where you just take a vine and put character heads over it, but better. Like, you can tell he actually put effort, considering that he'd get all of these like different Pokemon clips, and then he was putting them all together and having to like get them to say whatever he wanted. And then it's so much, and I think it's actually a lot better than those character vine videos, and I really appreciate all of like the hard work that he definitely has put into these videos. And I'm definitely not like hating on anything. It's just like I gotta talk about this. Like, it's so amazing to me. This is such a dumb channel, so of course little nerd me was obsessed with it. This also didn't help that I was starting to get heavily into Pokemon, and I didn't know what Pokemon things to watch besides like Dorkly.
Sweet! New power-up! Oh god, none of this feels right!
This channel is really outdated. I legit tried watching these videos, but it's just old vines, and those are as entertaining as watching my channel. Actually, take that comparison back. My channel sucks. Now, this is such a stupid thing to bring up because this video might as well just be exposing dumb things I liked as a kid, but Pokemon Ranger Boy would also make AMVs or anime music videos, and he would do them with shipping Ash and Serena. Now picture a little kid me and take that info that we've already gathered with me and liking ships, and we got the worst combination in history. So my favorite music video would be Counting Stars, and it would just be Nightcore with Ash and Serena. Like I said, please don't make me repeat that again, but I genuinely thought it sounded better than the actual version. Not to mention that there was also Shut Up and Dance With Me, Closer, and you know what, I think I'm just gonna confess everything now. But to tie the bow and cherry on top of this steaming pile of embarrassment, but I was obsessed with the fabulous MMD that he made. And if you don't know the song or need a reminder, that was the PewDiePie Sand Song. It was basically just a remix of PewDiePie clips and then Rumi singing the song. This was peak music to me back then though, right next to video game fan songs and anime intros. But back then the song was peak to me, and the MMD was god tier, dancing next to the cruddy Mario Gangnam Style video that you could see in some different language. Also, I want to say that little nerd me was so inspired by this video that I wanted to dance to the song like the Pokemon characters. This was my Backstreet Boys, and you can't change my mind. You know what? It's still peak. We're making that the outro. You know what? I was going to talk about Jaden Animations, the odds one now, and Patnations, but like I didn't really know what to say much besides like I watch some of their videos every now and then, and even then some of them I didn't watch until like high school, like vividly. I just remember like watching a little bit of them. So I'm going to talk about a YouTuber with a little bit more class.
The apple.
What?
Actually, no, that's not even what I want. Okay, I don't want to go there. Let's go to something with a little bit more class, but not as much, but still does a decent amount of class.
What's with all the score? Oh my fucking!
Now, SMG4 is an actual icon in my life because whenever I wanted to watch Mario content, there were some things like little animations here and there, but never anything huge. Also, not to mention, these are also the guys that made Hobo Bros and Digital Circus. So, you know, round of applause for these guys that for creating everything I was obsessed with and making me really, really annoying. I didn't know about this channel until maybe 4th grade, until I stumbled upon a video that I think everyone did whenever they first saw the SMG4, and that's Who Let the Chomp Out. I remember I would watch this and be very confused at first, considering that there was no talking and I had to actually read. No! I can't even read now! How did you expect someone like me to read whenever I was still a dumb kid? I mean, I can read manga if that counts. But I got used to it and read through the whole video, but something changed in me. This was different compared to other animations I would watch. There was dialogue, there were memes, they just had charm that just stuck out to me. I remember crying laughing whenever watching the fat shy guy flying in the air. I remember being in awe whenever I first saw the Chain Chomp chasing Mario in SMG4. It all resonated with me. There's something about coming back to this video every now and then, and it just makes me think about how my childhood really was centered around these chaotic adventures. The constant bickering between characters and their dumb ideas that would push the storyline even further till the end point. After that video, I'd be laughing and watching any videos I could find, being there as quickly as I could whenever a new video came out. Same as SML, I would always talk about SMG4 with my friends as soon as a new video would come out. I'm really nostalgic for SMG4 because his humor always stuck out to me. It was all memes, there was some small storyline for each video, and it would just end with everything just really sticking with me, and I would just remember everything about like all of the videos. It's so much to me. It means so much. Especially the characters. I remember whenever I showed off Fishy Boopkins for the first time.
Hello, hello, hello! I am Fishy Boopkins, the rarest creature of the sea. What?
I was laughing hysterically because of how dumb he was, and he was one of the first characters voiced by Kevin, and I remember how terrified I was for the FNAF videos, thinking that they would be as scary as the game, and I legit avoided it like the plague until I finally watched it, and it has to be genuinely one of my favorite videos from his older stuff. It just took all away the fear from all the animatronics and how stupid they were, just running around the pizza while Mario was absolutely freaking out. Like genuinely, look at this and tell me you're scared of FNAF now because of this.
You ain't going to shit. You ain't gonna do it. You ain't going to shit.
What's with all the score?
Okay, I'm just gonna go off script for a moment, and I know my freaking editor is gonna love this one, but basically, it's just these seminar videos would basically just be randomness spelled backwards, and it'd basically be a compilation of memes and jokes, and it would just be like for every single like milestone for like YouTube and their subscriber count. And I remember I loved these. I adored them so much with all the music, the memes, the jokes, the talking, especially with the storyline going in the background. I just loved these. I love these videos so much. They were just so dumb. You would just have things like, oh, like a little musical parts with characters singing and dancing, or you would have like little stupid parts whenever it's like Donkey Kong humping a piano, or freaking Yoshi and Luigi freaking eating a watermelon, and they're just like,
Eat that watermelon, eat that watermelon, eat that watermelon.
Surely is good.
Eat that watermelon, eat that watermelon, eat that watermelon.
Surely is good.
it's just so stupid. It's like literally so stupid, and I don't even know where to put this part, but this part in one of the seminars where Mario fights his big head, the most inspiring thing right next to the stupid Cali scene. There's a lot of things that inspired me, but this is one of them, and you could see exactly why I grew up exactly like I am today.
I did it. I saved the world.
I want to say though, his older videos definitely are a relic of their time, considering he did use memes and sound effects that were definitely from a certain time period of memes. Of course, they're still expected to laughing, like Shrek, MLG, freaking They See Me Rollin', and a bunch of older memes that just are definitely dated. I think with all of these very dated jokes though, I don't think I would have it any other way. All of this just, it all paved the road for SMG4, obviously going out to being Hobo Bros, and then Glitch, and now being like one of the biggest freaking like indie like companies ever, just because of how much they support other people, which I really love. And it just really amazes me considering that all of this came from one singular video that he thinks is cruddy, and I think it's just so funny. Like considering like how his like, just take a comparison of like his newer videos and then like his older stuff, and it's just like it's night and day completely, and it's just really beautiful. And I think every single video is just an amazing stepping stone to like becoming this popular creator, and I really love SMG4 for that. I remember as a kid, for some reason, I needed to show someone SMG4, so I'd show my grandma just cooking with Mario and laughing right next to her while she was probably just so confused about what brain rot she was watching with me, but I remember being so happy just showing her something that I liked, and it made me really happy. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea, but you know what, I'm glad I shared a good bonding moment with her, and it's something I always think about whenever I'm watching old SMG4, and it really meant a lot for me, especially whenever I go back and watch those videos as well. Now my sister, on the other hand, I don't think she really liked it, considering she said to turn it off after like a minute or two, and I don't blame her. This was just peak brain rot to me. Nowadays the channel is still really going, and it's going really well. It's really popular. It's just I'm old, and the thing I loved before isn't the same due to YouTube and their dumb policies, but I still respect what they've done and what they do now with their animation, especially considering that they're still running Glitch and having to run a company on top of having meme videos every week, so I respect them a lot still. While I may not like the videos as much and the direction they're taking is very different, I still really love them, and they still hold a very very deep place in my heart, and I love them so much. Oh, and yeah, there's actual Mario animations. Yeah, these were really a product of their time. Also, considering the animations would be drastically different from Mario just farting to this. You can suck my balls. You can suck my balls. Also note that I would just watch these with a straight face, and I just watched it just because it was Mario. Now, would I ever make this segment longer than it already is? Let's just go back to another clip. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. I had a lot of fun going back and talking about people that really shaped my humor to what it is today. And of course, I hope some of y'all were able to relate to my stories as bad as they were. And we're able to get some nostalgia laughs or all of the above if you're just as weird as me, you know? And with that, remember to like and subscribe and comment whatever you would like me to talk about in the future. I always love to read comments, and remember guys, to always think back to your childhood days with the internet so you can talk about your experiences to strangers on the internet. Thanks for watching!